Hi, I'm Marcy Travis. I'm a certified career coach, and I'm coming to you from Discover Your Best Work Options, a website that I run. And I'm coming to you today to share some incredibly useful resume tips. All right. But before we get started, I have a question for you. Are you getting interviews with your resume? If you aren't, if you are, then you don't need to listen to this video. But if you aren't, I really want you to follow some of the advice that I give you, and I'll have a link below to more tips for you to use, okay? Because we want you to be successful and get those interviews. But why should you believe me? There's a lot of conflicting information on the website about what employers want and what works. Everybody has a magic cure. And I'm going to give you my perspective today, and I'll tell you, I have over 21 years experience dealing with employers and job seekers. And I've found out what works over the years. And also, I just want to give you a little bit of a story about a client that I was working with recently. She was not getting interviews, and she had an upcoming job fair, and she really wanted me to redo her resume for the job fair. And she'd been trying to get into a local hospital. I redid her resume, and when she went to the job fair, she'd been calling this HR manager over and over, with no success. And she went up and introduced herself. He happened to be there. And he took one look at her resume, and he goes, "Now this is a resume I can use." And the reason is because I followed some of the tips I'm going to give you when I did her resume. So that's why you should believe me, because it really does work. And employers love this style of resume. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So my first tip is you want to make your resume look current and professional. So many people, so many people don't do this. They've got an old style resume, a chronological resume, and employers it's really hard for them to read it. You want to be able to catch the recruiter or the employer's eye in less than 6 seconds. You want to get their attention. And you don't want to look like you did your resumes back in the 80s or the 90s. So you want a current professional look. All right. And then tip number 2 is you want to get to the point quickly with your resume. So you don't want to have, as with many chronological resumes, you don't want to have a whole encyclopedia of information. You want to show a consistent work history, but you don't want to include every single detail that you've done in the last 20 years. You want to really limit it to your last 10 years of work. And you also just want to get to the point on the first page. You want to just include the details in your history that's relevant to the job you're applying for. So you really want to pull out the things, pull out and emphasize the things in your resume that an employer would be able to look at really quickly and say, yeah, we want to call this person in because we want more information. The third tip is you want to make sure that you have a pretty impressive summary on your first page. A lot of times employers don't have time to really look even to a second page. And I've seen lots and lots of people have come to me with 4- and 5-page resumes, and they don't want to change them. And it's a sad thing because they don't work. People are busy. We're all busy. And so employers are just not going to usually take the time. Now, once you get in for the interview, if you want to have a more comprehensive resume to take in with you to reference, that's fine. But just to get your foot in the door for the interview, you need a summary on the first page that hits the things that you want them to notice. Like a lot of times I'll look at a chronological resume or a very long resume, and it's really, really hard. Like I'll ask the person, what are you looking for? Because I can't tell. I can't tell what job they're looking for. So you really want to bullet it and really make it easy to read on the first page. And you want to get you want to really show them how you're qualified for the job. So I just don't make them strain because they strain to find the information because they probably won't. So I can show you, if you click back, there's a link that's going to be under this video that's got a post of some more tips, and you can take a look at those to get some ideas of what it should look like and how to do the things I talked about. Also, if you have a particular question you'd like answered about resumes, job search, anything interviewing, head on over to, I have a new membership site. It's called DYBW membership, and Discover Your Best Work membership. And there's going to be a link below the video that'll tell you a little bit about it. If you want to head on over there and sign up, you can leave your question for me and I'll answer it right away. The other thing is the membership includes our monthly Q&A sessions live and a library of every training course I have, and access to me through the forums and, of course, the Q&A sessions. So if you like this and you want more, head on over there and take a look. Okay, until the next time, happy job search. It's a great time to be looking for work. Best wishes.